Topic 4, long divisions of polynomials. Long division, I'm going to divide this divisor to this polynomial. I will do it in 4 steps. Step 1. Step 1 is to take these two terms right here, these leading terms, and divide them. So I'll have 2x cubed divided by x, which gives me 2x squared. This is my first answer that goes on top. That's step 1. The second step is to multiply my answer by this, or distribute. So 2x squared times x is 2x cubed, and 2x squared times negative 3 is negative 6x squared. The third step is to make an additive inverse. Additive inverse simply means that the negatives become positives and positives become negatives. To keep up with my changes, I'm going to use parentheses. So this is positive, I'm going to make this negative. This is negative, I'm going to now make this positive. The fourth step is to combine like terms. So these two terms cancel. This is positive 2, this is negative 2. This x squared term, we have negative 5 and positive 6, so that's 1x squared minus x plus 6. So the rest of these come down. Next, we start the whole process over again. So x squared divided by the first term x gives me x. This is my next term, a positive x. Then I multiply this x as a second. My second step is to multiply this x by my divisor, and we'll get x squared minus 3x. Step 3, once again, is to have the additive inverse, which changes all the signs. So this changes from positive to a negative. Again, I'm using my parentheses. This changes from negative to a positive. The reason why I'm using parentheses to show changes is in case I have to go back and figure out what happened if a mistake is made. Okay, so fourth step is to combine terms. These two terms cancel. A negative x and a positive 3 makes positive 2x, and then the plus 6. Once again, starting with my first step is to take my 2x and divide it by x, which gives me 2. That's my next answer, 2. 2 times both of these make 2x minus 6. My third step is to take the additive inverse, which changes this to a negative and changes this to a positive. Fourth step is to add. These cancel, and this gives me 12. Now that my 12 can no longer be simplified with the x, I know that I'm at the end. So I take my 12, I say plus 12 over my divisor of x minus 3. And this is the solution to the division problem. Okay, once again with this one, we'll be dividing x plus 2 into 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus x plus 6. Again, first step, take the first terms and divide them. So we'll have, let's see, there's not much room left. 2x cubed divided by x, which is 2x squared. So 2x squared goes here. 2x, then the second step is to distribute my 2x squared times my divisor, which will give me 2x cubed plus 4x squared. The next step is to change the signs. This changes from positive to a negative, and this changes from positive to a negative. So now the positive 2 and negative 2 cancel, but the negative 5 and the negative 4 add together and give me negative 9x squared. Negative x comes down, and the positive 6 comes down. So we'll start over. My first terms are negative 9x squared divided by x, which gives me negative 9x. So negative 9x is next. So negative 9x distributed across the x gives me negative 9x squared, and negative 9x times the positive 2 gives me negative 18x. Third step is to change the signs. So parentheses change to a positive, parentheses change to a positive. And now when I add these, this cancels, and this gives me a negative 1 and a positive 18 gives me positive 17 plus 6. Okay, and then from there we're going to have sorry for the stoppage. See, 17x, let's see, so let's take 17x divided by x, the first terms divided by each other, I get 17. So, plus 17. 17 times x is 17x. And 17 times 2 gives me 34, so positive 34. Then the third step is to change all the signs. So this goes from positive to negative, and this goes from positive to negative. The fourth step is to cancel, and now I have a positive 6 and a negative 34, which gives me a negative 28. So it's my final term. I'm kind of out of room, so I'm going to write this as 2x squared minus 9x. Oops. Minus 17, and then the minus 28 all over the divisor x plus 2. And this will be our final answer for the number 2.